How big is it?
I'm average.
No. So yes, what did you mean by I've gone political?
I mean, I was looking at your channel and you'd gone political.
Yes, I did talk a little bit about how screwed we were back in the elections, but things actually turned out quite nice.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I haven't had load shedding in like forever.
Is that because they fixed it, or just because you live in a nice area?
I think most areas they've fixed it, except where my therapist lives still has like 2.5 hours of load shedding daily.
Oh.
But there's certainly a lot more available power. We're not running on a... What's the opposite of surplus?
Deficit.
Yes, we're not running on a deficit currently. How's the UK?
Politically on fire.
Yes.
But everything else is okay.
Oh, that's good.
And we've got a new government. We've got the Labour government.
Yes, I saw.
Which I don't know how to feel. Like like everyone's like, yeah, finally we've got the Tories out and we've got Labour in, and all they've kind of done is do what the Tories should have been doing.
Well, they should have been doing. Well, then I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but then the entire Labour fan base is like, he's not real Labour, he's just Tory with a red jacket on, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm relatively central. But I can appreciate the Tory style of governing, and I can also appreciate Labour style of governing. But Labour's a bit of a wet fucking towel at the minute.
That's nice. So, Donald Trump got shot at a while back.
Yes. Yeah, but America's going to end up with Kamala Harris, which...
First Indian president, if she becomes president, and the first black woman president.
As far as I'm aware. Yes, these are all good things. But being president isn't about ticking boxes, it's about whether they're competent. And to be honest, she doesn't fill me with confidence. I think she's going to win just because she's not Donald Trump. Which is how they got Biden. And fundamentally, that is not a good way to to choose a leader. We'll find someone bad, and we'll find someone who's not the bad person, and then let's make a political system about it. And it's just, yeah, it's not good.
Yes, the whole political thing is a bit messed with two parties. But anything's better than Donald.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a Trump supporter by any means, but Biden was not better than Donald.
Oh, it depends on how you look at it, I
think
suppose.
He was... Well, yeah. But he was just as bad in different ways.
Were there not an Israel, the United States of America would have to invent an Israel.
Yes.
I'm willing to bet the entire, Russian war in Ukraine would not have happened if Donald Trump was
well, I'm not sure about that.
Be that for good reasons or not, I think would have probably been because they would have started a world war. But it's all very complicated and it's all very silly, and everyone sucks. Everyone sucks. Everyone thinks they're the good guy and they're not. Everyone sucks. And the only person who's willing to put their hands up and say, look, I'm not a good guy, is Donald Trump.
He doesn't say that.
And that's why... He does. He says, I'm gonna make America great again, and all this kind of shit. But he openly calls out all of, the Clintons and the Bush administration, all this kind of stuff, on, how they got high up. Right, was by using all of the really big money backers and all this kind of stuff and kind of cheating the system, and they all pretend like they didn't cheat the system to get there, whereas he puts his hands up and goes, I know it's corrupt, I know it's horrible because I used it to get where I was, and that's why he's popular.
I suppose that is true. Honesty is a mark in his favor, but in that regard, but not in many other regards.
Oh, no, he's a horrible human being. No, he is an awful human being. I just think I feel like he's a better candidate for president than Kamala Harris, marginally, not by much. I think Kamala Harris is completely inept.
Quite an opinion.
Yeah. But have you seen Kamala Harris do any of her debates and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be biased, because since last we spoke, I've been progressively getting more and more progressive, pardon the pun.
Progressively getting more and more... You live in South Africa, yes?
Yes.
How's the progressiveness working out for you?
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
I thought South Africa was a very, not progressive nation.
Oh no, we have some of the most progressive and robust laws in progressive leaning ways of any country in the world. We're the only country in southern Africa, and maybe the whole of Africa, that has what's it called? That isn't criminalizing gay marriage.
Okay.
We're a bastion of progressiveness. Which, I mean, you might possibly be operating on a much... I mean, there's still problems. Income inequality in favor of the lighter-skinned varieties of people still exists, but, all things considered, pretty progressive. Recently passed an NHI bill, National Health Insurance, Universal Healthcare.
Yes, I did hear about that one.
Yeah. So where do you stand on the Israel-Hamas war?
They're all fucking cunts.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes. Good.
And every like, they're all cunts. I hate every single party. What really gets me, though, I don't understand why the LGBTQ community, right, supports Palestine. I don't understand it. I don't get it, because literally everything they stand for, Hamas is against it. Against it.
In this case, there is a distinction. They make a distinction. They're not standing with Hamas. They're standing with the Palestinian people who are being oppressed. Especially when Israel came into existence.
Yeah, but to be fair, the people of Palestine elected Hamas.
I don't know the specifics of it, but there was a point I made in my recent video, and I was very proud of it. With a downtrodden people, there is a tendency to become desperate, not just for relief, but for a savior. And sometimes that savior happens to come into power because they're strong, but that doesn't mean they're not going to be a prick. So, yes.
Yes, they are a prick. I think everyone's a cunt, though, in the one kind of sympathy I have, I obviously have the sympathy for Israel, for Palestine, and Israel doing the relocation and obviously genocide and all that kind of shit. Yes, that is a sympathy for one side. The other sympathy, which I never get fire for supporting Palestine. I always get fire for saying it both ways. The one sympathy I have for Israel is because they're surrounded by countries that have it, like, in their, not their law, but in their ideology, that they're gonna burn and kill everyone in Israel. Like, they're surrounded by countries. All the countries surrounding Israel hate Israel.
To be fair,
and want to kill them.
Part of that...
It might be well-founded. That's fair. But, like, it doesn't change the fact that it is there, and you can understand why they're pissed. And it's just this vicious cycle of everyone getting pissed at everyone, and then it just comes back to everyone's a cunt.
Yes. I suppose it's having sympathy for someone who's dug a hole and not able to get out of it.
Well, yeah.
How's Steam coming?
It's still sat on 0%. I don't know why Intend isn't installing. I don't get it. Hang on, maybe if I disconnect from Discord.
I must go down to the seas again for the call of to the lonely sea and the sky. And all I ask is a tall ship. You back?
I'm back.